Hi Virgo, welcome to your weekly energy check-in for all things Virgo. My Mercury is in Virgo, which I cannot at this time remember what that is. I can remember what Mars is and a few other, but I don't remember Mercury right now. So I apologize. Everything you need to know about me is in the description of this video below. If you would like a personal reading, it's a one-on-one Zoom, just like this, and I record it, and you get to keep it forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Please assign energy and gender as you wish. Tarot was made a long time before you and me. It's about the development of energies through the Fool's Journey, which is what tarot is all about. If the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it. Not every reading is going to be for you, and that is okay. That is okay. Please assist YouTube and the algorithm with your likes, shares, and subscribes, especially your comments. I appreciate those so much. They meaning YouTube, and the algorithm only know what to do when you like, share, and subscribe. So if you want to see more Virgo readings, more astrology readings, more zodiac readings of that kind, the likes, shares, and subscribes are how you tell YouTube and the algorithm to keep them coming. You will get more of them too in your algorithm. And it helps to get the message out to other Virgos as well. So let's get into this and see what's going on for you this week. Please, Spirit, please share with us the overall most significant things for us to know this week. Please, Spirit, share with me the overall and most significant things that I will see this week. Please, Spirit, share the overall this week. Four of Pentacles. Okay, so the Four of Pentacles is all about holding on to things, holding things close to your chest, or not letting them go. It is a card of possessiveness for sure. It can come in when you're penny pinching or saving. And in its negative energy, it can mean greed. So let's get into what this means for you. And this will be the grounding energy of the deck, permeating the entire reading. This is pretty good. I can see why you're like, mine. Like the sea, what is it? The crabs in Finding Nemo. Mine. That's what this looks like. There's like everything here. So everything is here. I would be like, mine too. Okay. So in your energy, you have the Knight of Wands. And he is definitely all about the passion. He's notorious for, being around for a good time, not a long time. That's the little negative part about him. But he is all about passion, creativity, and getting it on, for sure. For sure. In your difficulties, you have the Sun card. So the Sun card is a Leo card. Oh, and then this is a fire sign card. So Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And so this is a Leo card because the Leo is is the sun. And this is the most happy card in the deck, the most joyful card in the deck. It can be about things being illuminated, like a light being shone on them. Yeah, happy, joy. Happy's card in the deck, Leo card. It's about illumination. So you have it in your difficulties. So there might have been something, a light shone on something that was difficult or unpleasurable. Or you got issues with the Leo. You got some issues with the Leo, Virgo. Okay? Got beef with the Leo. Okay, in your recent past, you have the Emperor. The Emperor is the masculine energy, the divine masculine in the twin flame journey. If you want to know about that, you can Google it. I coach on it. He is the embodiment of all the kings. So he's the King of Swords, Wands, Cups, and Pentacles. He's a father. He's a husband. He takes care of a lot of people and a lot of things. He represents authority, stability, and he's the man. Like, he's the man. I'm the man. You can go tell everybody. He's that guy. All right. Also, in the recent past, you have 10 of Pentacles. So the 10 of Pentacles is about long-term planning. It's about family. It's about legacy. It can mean large amounts of money coming in, like inheritances, commissions, things like that. So if something like that came in, congratulations. If you're thinking of building a family, congratulations. So, definitely he has a family. Definitely he's standing on an empire, building a legacy. Very stable. He is about money and businesses when it shows up, and then you have legacy. So this could be a father figure or a husband that you have a family with, or are planning a family. We're planning a family with. In your goals section, you have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is very intuitive. She is very loving. She is very forgiving. She has a high emotional IQ. She's always a mom. She's always a wife. She's the type of mom that'll be like, don't do that again, and like give you a cookie and tell you to go outside, and that she loves you and stuff like that. So in her negative space, as you can imagine, as an intuitive person, she can be a little bit emotionally unstable when she's in her shadow energy. She can be clingy. She can be the type of person that sees everything through these rose-colored glasses as she wants them to be. So she gets the rap for being kind of dumb because she's overly forgiving, and she can smother everything in roses type of thing. I forgot in his shadow side. I mean, when you're the embodiment of all the kings, when you're in reverse, you're the embodiment of all the kings. So this is basically a walking disaster, personality disorder, right? If he's negative King of Pentacles, he's out for greed. He'd run over a kid for a buck, you know. If he's in his negative energy and King of Swords, total selfish, narcissist, no empathy. If he's in reverse in the King of Cups, he doesn't express emotion. He can't express emotion and he's emotionally manipulative, gaslighter, that kind of thing. And then in reverse for the King of Wands, he's very egotistical and a social climber. And I'm sorry, Virgo, I ran out of storage. So in his negative energy, so the Knight of Wands, he would step on anybody to get ahead, and or the King of Wands would step on anybody to get ahead, and social climb, and is arrogant. Okay, just so you have the full spectrum. Okay, in the future, we have the Moon, which this is a Pisces card. This is an Aries card. This is a water sign, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, it doesn't have to be. If it's just an extra confirmation for you, that is amazing. So the Moon is all about emotions and the subconscious. It's the fear and the hidden things that we don't see. You see how they have the two dogs howling at the moon right there, and then she's below the surface. That she represents the subconscious and our emotions. So you could have some really deep emotions and overwhelming emotions you could be feeling. Things could be bubbling up from your subconscious right now. It's also an intuition card, so sometimes, you know, things just suddenly dawn on us, like coming out of the depths of somewhere from the divine or whatever. So it usually means more to be seen or known. But a lot of times for me, it's about being incredibly emotionally overwhelmed. You see yourself in the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is ultimate wish fulfillment. It's like the cat who got the cream. It's a very prideful. It can, like on some of the cards, you can look at it and you can be like, they're going, nah, 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 you know. But this person looks like they're bursting, just like the Sun card. So I don't know if you've been having difficulties keeping some stuff to yourself, like you're just bursting with joy, you know, maybe that's what you're doing. I'm in love and I don't care who knows it type thing. So you could have been having some issues keeping that in, maybe. Other people, your friends, family, and co-workers see you in the King of Cups energy, or the King of Pentacles energy. He has the Midas touch. He runs a lot of businesses. He's very pre-emperor energy. He is pre this dude. If two people were really as close as possible together, it'd be these two. So it's also an earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. He is always married. He's always a father. He's always presiding for a lot of stuff. Has the Midas touch. Is all about growth and abundance in every type of way. So your friends, family, and co-workers see you in that type of energy. Your guidance is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is about taking action. It's about communication, like online communication, text, phone, all these arrows. They are also said to be Cupid's arrows. So take what resonates. This isn't your guidance. So it looks like your guidance is to, you know, take some sort of action, make some sort of move very quickly, because this card is about moving with haste. Hurry up. So your guidance is to communicate quickly or take care of something quickly, even though it might be a little bit scary and emotional. Okay? Because those two are right beside each other. Your outcome is the Nine of Wands, and it's the Wounded Warrior card. It's about being guarded and wanting to let your guard down. The song I associate with it is I get knocked down, but I get up again. So, you know, it often represents one thing happening another after another, like one event after another. Oh my God, I lost my keys. Oh my God, you know, I got a ticket on the way to work. Oh my God, I forgot my passport in my desk drawer on the way to the airport. When I got to the airport, our flights were delayed because of the rain, and then they lost our luggage and we're not going to get it for like 3 days because it went to Australia. You know, it's that kind of a thing. So one thing after another. So it's in your outcome, and it could be because the Queen of Cups is in your goals, and she's out about forgiveness, unconditional love, using intuition. It could be like you want to let your guard down with this queen, like especially if she's your goal, or you want to let your guard down and use your emotions, be in your heart space, things like that. One more time. It's almost there. It's almost there. It's almost there. It's almost there. I like your reading. I like your reading, Virgo. It's a little tricky, you know. You got to do the communication and get with your heart space. Let your guard down. Take some quick action, but you literally have every element here. Except the swords, which is amazing. Which is not that we don't want to be cerebral and very intelligent communicators. But when you're talking about some of the things that make relationships really great is the loyal, stable, committed part, which is what the earth signs are like, okay? The heart space, love, intuition, which is what the cups are, you know? And then the fire, the passionate stuff, like, hello, and he's everything. So I'd be like, where was it? The bottom of the deck, that's what it was. Bottom of the deck. Mine. It'd be hard to not be possessive. I'd be like, I've waited a long time. Stop it. You know, I didn't mean to pack them all up that well. All right, let's get what this person's overall and most significant feelings towards you are. Let's see. These are their words. This is what they say. Alright. Fast forward through the boring parts. Like shuffling and digging for decks. Please, Spirit, please share with me Virgo's person's overall and most significant feelings towards Virgo this time. And most significant feelings towards Virgo this time. person. Oh, Heart's Hidden Secrets. That's what I'm about to use. And before that, we were using the Light Seers Tarot. If you didn't know and you want to know. Alright, sorry about that. If I don't get my decks in person, I get them on Etsy. What are Virgo's and most significant feelings for some person? Virgo's person. Most significant feelings. Bottom of the deck, distance, separation, space, and blockage. So if you guys are at a distance, they want to communicate as well, okay? And if you're separated for some reason, let's just keep going. Confusion, that's literally what the moon is. Uncertain, unclear, unsure. So you're both in the moon energy for sure. Broken, shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. Let's keep going. Bitterness, resentment, anger, hurtful words. There is no swords here. Okay, it seriously did not tell me about this fight. It's telling me about something got illuminated. Was it the in and out energy? Are they mad at you? Were you unpredictable in your Knight of Wands energy? And that came out with the sun and the difficulties. It was illuminated. And you're being guided to communicate, but you're also afraid. Silence, frozen, no words, stonewall. I mean, this could be this. This could be the silent treatment. You could be holding, yeah, this means grudges. I always forget that. Lusting, forbidden, non-committal, sexual energy. The Knight of Wands is this. He might not be forbidden, he can be, but he's doesn't like commitment too much. And he's all about the magic stick. Oof. Heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. The moon is that energy too, along with confusion. What did you do, Virgo? What happens? All right, so they're coming back. I looked in both directions. In both directions, they're coming back. So be nice if you want to, especially if, and if these energies are switching, let me know. You can let me know. It does happen with the oracle decks and the message decks a lot, as the energy flips back and forth or around. But now I think I have a clearer picture. All right. So this is the Love Oracle by Andromeda Skies. Please share with me. What does Virgo's person have to say to Virgo at this time? Please share with me. What does Virgo's person have to say to Virgo at this time? Please, Spirit. What does Virgo's want to say to Virgo this time? I pulled away because I'm overwhelmed with all the things going on in my life. So they were the commitment phobe. They pulled away because they were overwhelmed. So let's keep going. Long distance. They're saying it again. I want to work things out. I told you they were coming back. It was both ways in the deck. Both ways, and that's going over broken, lusting. I want to work things out. Reminiscing is going over bitterness and heart fog. This was just a fling, is going over a long distance. And the Knight of Wands is a very... I told you how he is. I need time. I will find my way back to you one day is going right over reminiscing. Okay. So because this was long distance, in their mind, they were thinking, oh, this is just a fling. Joke's on them, right? Because they couldn't do the hit it and quit it with you. So, you know, they're bitter that it's put them in a heart fog. They're lusting, and it's putting them in this like a broken thing, and it looks like you're like stonewalling them and tuning them out for the most part. I don't know why you're happy about that too much, but okay. Or maybe you haven't told everybody what's been happening here, but they just, you know, they want to work it out. They need a minute, right? I want to work things out. I need time, okay? Long distance. So they thought it was just a fling. They're reminiscing, and they're going to come back to you, which I already told you they were going to do that. Like I said, this has all the really good components together. Not that we don't need swords for communication and stuff like that, but you know, sometimes those swords hurt. Most of the time, they're really painful. And the rest of these energies, they're either loving or grounded, or they're about the attraction, the physical attraction part. So, you know, if something happened, at least it didn't happen to where there was such a huge, disgusting falling out that can't be fixed, because a lot of the times the swords cards, like the Five of Swords, sometimes you don't get to fix that. Sometimes you don't get to fix a King of Swords or in reverse, or a Queen of Swords in reverse. Really challenging to fix things when a Knight of Swords has done something. You know, the Page of Swords can be annoying too, because he's a spyer and a gossiper, you know, lurking and going through your phone or whatever, you know. Sometimes the swords are not a good, they don't have Like a Seven of Swords sucks. Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater song. Five of Swords is defeated. Winning at all costs. Knight of Swords, blurty brawler. Queen of Swords doesn't mince her words. The King of Swords doesn't use emotion. He prefers facts and data. Two of Swords. The Ace of Swords is great because at least you get the truth, right? You know what the truth is. The Two of Swords, indecision, non-action, stalemate. Three of Swords, broken heart, pierced heart. It can be third party. Four of Swords, recovering from the Three of Swords, basically, and self-care and rest. Five of Swords, winning at all cost, defeated, self-esteem, separation. Six of Swords, moving on to calmer waters. So here we are, like, really the Ace of Swords and the Six of Swords are two good cards. Then you move to Seven of Swords, lighter sheer, stealing. Eight of Swords is being in your head. Nine of Swords is anxiety, making mountains out of molehills, sleepless nights. 10 of Swords is ultimate betrayal, being done, endings. Who cares about the swords? Sometimes, you know? So you don't have that. You don't have any of that stuff right here. So in my opinion, as a human being on the earth, you know, I want someone to be loyal, stable, and committed to me, which is the Pentacles. I want them to love me with their heart and be in their heart space, which is the Cup suit. And, you know, with the Wands, that part's important. You know, it's important. So all I can think of is vile things to say right now that'll get me in trouble. So, and it's just like, this guy said this, like, I don't know, that I met like 3 or 4 months ago, and he said, like, dick you down. And when he said that, I didn't know whether to laugh or be appalled at the same time because it just didn't belong. But yeah, like if you're loyal, stable, and committed, everybody's in their heart space and they're dicking you down, like, where is that? Right? All right, let's get some advice on what's going on here. Go to the Truth deck. I don't really know if we need it, but we'll go to it. Truth deck. It comes in just about every color. Please, Spirit, please share with me. Give us some overall and significant advice that you can give Virgo on the situation, please. Please share with me. Give some overall and significant advice that you can give Virgo, please. Please, Spirit, please share with me. Most significant advice you can give Virgo at this time. This relationship, please, Spirit, share with me. Set boundaries, for sure. He cannot be running around, or they, he, she, they cannot be running around using their magic wand, magic stick, magic on everybody. And then if they're going to use it on you, they have to stay. They got to be loyal, stable, and committed. So there's your sword. There's your Queen of Swords, actually. The swords have shown up. All right. The swords have entered the chat. Lack of passion, Let's keep going on this. Community. So there might be like a family or community of people, friends, family, coworkers involved in this, having opinions, honesty, walk it off, and that's going over lack of passion. Results coming is going over community. Soul journey is going over honesty. Well, part of your soul journey, you know, along with this goes with setting boundaries. It could be the being honest, because like saying you need some honesty to set the boundaries. You got to be able to buck up in order to set boundaries, and that's a lot of the part of people's soul journeys. No matter what, that's soul work, right? There's some sort of group of people that you or them are waiting to hear back on something. Or they're going to go petition friends, family, and coworkers. Who knows? It could be like if you're a part of a work group or some kind of group, there's something coming with that. And it says lack of passion and walk it off. I find that confusing. Unless you feel like setting boundaries is like that. Because all I see is the passion here. Okay, if there's a lack of passion, it's due to an energy block, so just clear stuff out. Like sage your house, Palo Santo your house. Do Himalayan salt baths. Pray to Saint Michael to clear out all negative energy with his ultra blue fire and electric blue fire and ultraviolet fire. Yep, literally. So energy block and chakra balance came out for when I was checking for the lack of passion and walk it off. So just do an energy clearing. Just really do it whenever you feel like that at all. Okay, so I did this fun thing. I pulled this deck out after years, and it was so fun a few days ago. The same friend that gave me the miracle cards that I do at the end, she also gave me this flower deck, and so I thought it was fun. So I'm going to incorporate both this week. I will not take the miracle cards from you. Alright. Please share with me. What is one flower therapy card that Virgo can take with them for this week? Please, Spirit. Please share with me. What is one flower therapy card that Virgo can take with them for the rest of the week? What is one flower therapy Virgo can take with them for the rest of the week? Spirit. You are healed. Calendula pot marigold. The healing you prayed for is on its way. Well, no wonder you're so dang happy and emotionally satisfied and content. So just keep praying for that, especially if you are feeling some lack of passion, and just clear out your energy, your chakras. Do everything I said before. You're already doing it. And if you haven't done it. This is confirmation to do what I suggested. Okay? Alright, so let's do the miracle deck. Please share with me, what is one single and most significant piece of advice Virgo can take with them throughout this week? Please, Spirit, please share with me what is one single most important piece of advice that Virgo can take with them throughout the week. Spirit, share with me. This is beautiful. So personal growth. I don't think I've seen this card before. So if you want to screenshot or pause to take a look at any of these, you're more than welcome to do that. Personal growth can be painful because it can make us feel ashamed and humiliated to face our own darkness, our shadow side. But our spiritual goal is the journey out of fear-based, painful mental habit patterns to those of love and peace. So yeah, so moving out of the frightening moon energy into a peaceful energy. And I think that's, what did this, the healing you pray for is on your way. So if you've already been working on your shadow side, and this is just honoring you and your personal growth that you've been working on. I'm so proud of you. Keep up the good work. And if we haven't started this yet, let's get cracking. This is your advice. But I have this feeling like y'all have been doing it. So, yeah, you. Like, no wonder you're happy, even though this was kind of crappy. It wasn't horrific. It was crappy for sure. But I would be walking around with this one going, mine, 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 too. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. If you please wouldn't mind helping YouTube and the algorithm know that you want more of these Virgo zodiac astrology tarot reading energy updates with your likes, shares, and subscribes. That's exactly how they know what to do. And then you will get more of those. And additionally, at the same time, Virgos will get this message too. You'll help send and get this message out. And of course, I appreciate it, especially your comments. If you would like a personal reading with me, check out the description of this video below. It's a one-on-one Zoom meeting with me, just like this. And I record it, and you get to keep it forever and ever and ever. That's what I have for you this week, Virgo. Have a great week. My dad's a Virgo, by the way.